A single cylinder is the roughest sounding layout, who would say so, right? And it results from the fact that it misses a twin cylinder to cancel out each one's vibrations. Also, believe or not, a precision of each firings affects rear wheel traction, which is why many motorcycles are actually preferably single cylinder. They also do sound nice, and without further ado, these ones are amongst the best. Husqvarna SM701. The SM in the name stands for Supermoto or Supermotard, which is a bike category suitable for either for tarmac, motocross or flat track racing. The Husqvarna SM701 was built this way, and with different sets of tires you can do all of them. The peak torque was at 6,750 rpm, but it does pull strong yet from 3,000 rpm. Ducati Supermono. Named after the racing class it took part in, the Supermono is said to be one of the most collectible Ducati with just 65 examples produced. The single cylinder featured a desmodromic valve train system, and to minimize vibrations, they placed a dummy connecting rod to mimic a V-twin layout. Like really, look it up. And it also used an 100 octane aviation gasoline. KTM 690 Duke. A predecessor of this particular 690 Duke was the first Duke and also the first street bike to be introduced by KTM. Initially, it was a 609cc model, but it climbed up to 693cc, which is in the base core the same engine as in the Husqvarna. Besides, it is the largest single-cylinder bike KTM makes right now. Derby Mulhacén 659. Derby is a rather uncommon Spanish manufacturer which however meant a lot a couple of decades ago when it was really successful in GP racing. They make scooters and mopeds, but this Mulhacén is their work too, named after the highest hill of Pyrenean Peninsula. The engine was taken unchanged from a Yamaha XT660R. Husqvarna T250. Husqvarna says that the 250cc two-stroke provides the best compromise between power and lightweight structure for an enduro. This model is sold already for 10 years now, and for the last 3 years there is a new power unit with an undersquare design. There is also a 300cc sibling, but the 250 is said to be sharper and more aggressive. Yamaha MTO 3. The first gen MTO 3 lied by its name, leading many people to think it is actually a 300-something-cc bike. That's a big mistake, as it is a 660cc single-cylinder engine with a brutal torque curve. It is under 35 kilowatts, which makes it an A2 friendly for younger riders in Europe, like me for instance, and it truly makes an incredible soundtrack. HDT M1030 M1. Based on the Kawasaki KLR650, the highest diversified technologies constructed a brand new engine from scratch for military purposes. It was meant to be fuel efficient, and a huge benefit was ability to burn different fuels like gasoline, diesel, vegetable oil or even various jet fuels. And of course, it sounds quite badass for diesel. Panther M100. Panthers were made since 1900, and the M100 is one of the most iconic. It is called a sloper with a sloping single-cylinder engine, which actually also replaces the front down tube. The design was relatively unchanged the whole time, although a sidecar was sold as well. Norton Manx. Can you imagine this 52 horsepower motorcycle doing the Isle of Man TT? It definitely couldn't go up to 300 kph, but neither could its competitors, as it started in 1947 throughout the 1960s. The Manx is a past racing bike with a 350 or 500cc engine, but there is allegedly a possibility to buy a new one today. BMW F650. The BMW F-Series was launched in the 90s, meant to be capable both on and off-road. The bike lacks the driveshaft drive so typical for BMW, and the engine came from Rotax. It was succeeded by a G650 model, and later twin-cylinder F-Series became a thing since 2008. I also have a single-cylinder motorcycle, the Yamaha YBR250, and it sounds okay. What do you think about this selection? Do you agree? See you in the next video.
If you would tell me I'm the only one that you love, life could be a dream, sweetheart. Hello, hello.